Bass music, bitch!
Hello everyone, Connor Whitmore here again with another video for you on the Nawtystep channel, and in today's video I'm going to go over 5 more bass producers that I would love to make a return. Dark electronic musicians that I've loved in the past and have been away for a fair while. And when I say a while, I mean at least a couple of years of releasing next to nothing. Some of which are quite likely to return, some of which may return, and some of which I'm sure never will. But all of which have made amazing music and have been out long enough for me to long for them to come back. This is across any bass genre, so dubstep, trap, drum and bass house, whatever, you name it. And if you would like to check out part 1 of this series, then the link will be right here. Not me in my best form, but if you're interested, definitely give it a look. Especially because I talk about some real legends in that video. And before you go into the comments and say, what about 501 here? Yeah, he's in that video. But yeah, 5 musicians, no particular order, a few songs in the description for each. Let's go. And first off, we're going to talk about one of, if not the most important figure in modern dubstep music, and that's Skism. The head of dubstep's biggest label, Never Say Die, and it's easy to forget how much great music he made whilst he's been running it. From Experts to Like This, Red Heat, The Elixir, VIP, so many fantastic tracks from him that are timeless in their nature. Not forgetting, of course, collaborations with the likes of Flux Pavilion, Excision, Zomboy, Tramper, and many more, all iconic in their own way. He's said several times on social media that he's definitely not making any more music. Whether it's a ploy or not, I'm not so sure. I suppose only a few people really know. But what we do know is that new music from him would be welcomed and celebrated like arguably no other artist in dubstep, maybe Skrillex aside. Tommy, if you are in any way thinking about it, we're waiting with open arms. Next up, a musician who delivered on pretty much every song he put out, and that's Charlie Darker. One of the pioneers in bringing the vomit aesthetic over to faster tempos, alongside the likes of Far Too Loud. So much colour and flavour to his music, everything so well defined, the ideas were absolutely brilliant as well. From Warpaint to Guns for Hire, Zulu, Done Do It, HMF, Nail Gun with Far Too Loud, all the brilliant remixes on top of that. Not only doing faster tempo stuff, but also trap, his extremely full and rich sound could translate into any format really. And I could honestly listen to his music all day, a lot of what I love about bass music, and it's rare that I say that about an artist, and I really hope he comes back at some point. After that, another producer who can't be ignored as an important modern dubstep figure, especially in the earlier years of this decade, and that's X-Core. So many brilliant songs, both originals and remixes, one of the most gripping, intense sounds in the dubstep game, hands down. Tunes like End of the Line, Wild to the Core, The Saw, remixes of Experts, Rogue Status, Another Day, just top class riveting stuff. Not forgetting of course the whole of the Stabs EP, a key project in shaping my love for bass music, a beautiful remorseless collection. He's currently working under the alias Sonny Banks as a house producer, releasing for the biggest labels in that sphere of bass music, from Confession to Gold Digger. But here's hoping one day he hops back on the dubstep bandwagon. Honestly, I think it could do with his approach right about now. Penultimately, a fantastic underground dubstep producer who just completely vanished a while ago, and that's Starbuck. Someone with a seizing, ravenous sound that was pretty much always very well executed in all aspects of it. From the idea to the dynamic between the sounds used, he just knew how to really hit that brutal sweet spot in his delivery. Mostly known for collaborations like Vamos with iFeature, the many with Evil Wave like Again and Again, Macabre, Despair. But he did a lot of great solo stuff as well, my favourite being his remix of Burn the City Down. If you enjoy gnarly as fuck Brostep, check that out right after this video. He may be working under a new alias now, but I certainly don't know about it. A real shame if he's gone for good, because he is so good. And finally, we have someone who is undoubtedly up there with my favourites ever, not only in bass music, but generally, and that's the Frim. He just has one of the best sounds in dubstep, plain and simple. Hasn't been around for a few years, but on a sound design level, I'd still bank on him being in the top 5, or thereabouts. Personally, I think he'd be hard-pressed to find someone in the genre with a more wild, wacky, creative, cartoonish, bombastic sound. That's assuming he's still on that level and type of production. It has been so long now that you wonder whether he's given it up altogether. Such an amazing energy and inventiveness to his music, whilst always being so savage, Duke Camp being the epitome of that. And it's sad that we haven't seen that about for a while. Dubstep is in dire need of it at this very moment. My understanding is that it takes a long time for him to write his music. Understandable because it is so complex, full and rich, but it's been 3 years now, and I do hope he's been cooking something up, as do many others. I mean, you never know, he could have been writing an album this whole time, but I'm not getting my hopes up. And so there we have it, 5 more bass producers that I would love to see make a return. I hope you enjoyed it, thank you very much for watching. But who are some other bass music producers that you love that have been away for a while and you would love to see make a return? Let me know all of your thoughts, views and opinions in the comment section down below. If you enjoyed this video, then be sure to give it a big old thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Hit the notification bell along the way so you can be notified whenever I upload a new video to the channel, and my social media accounts are linked in the description box down below. For some other top 5 or 10 videos on the channel, check out the link next to my head somewhere. And lastly, if it's naughty, then you know guys, so be sure, as always, to keep it naughty and stay safe. And I shall see all of you legends in the next one. Peace out.